Hey, who wants pizza? Well, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm off work. This coronavirus thing, I think a lot of us are, so I have some extra time. Thought about ordering a pizza, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make a pizza. I'm actually gonna make 3, because that's the way the recipe works that I use. So I'm gonna walk you through it step by step. All right, here we go. First thing you need is flour. You're basically just gonna make bread for the crust. I already put some yeast into a little custard cup with some warm water, and it takes a few minutes for that. So while that's doing its thing, I'm going to start mixing the dough, and we'll take this thing one step at a time. So I have a little measuring cup here. I'm going to make 3 cups of, I like to use whole wheat flour. You can use any kind of flour you want, but I use whole wheat flour. Okay, so there we have it. We've got 3 cups of whole wheat flour in a mixing bowl. All right. Then you add, at least what I add, is a teaspoon and a half of regular salt, table salt. Next, I use about a half a stick, half a cube, whatever you want. It's not really a cube, half a stick of butter. I have half a stick, whatever, of butter. I put it in a custard cup, and I microwave it for about 30 seconds because you don't want the butter to be hard, you want it to be liquid. I also use brown sugar, not white sugar. I don't use much sugar at all when I cook, but for bread and for pizza I use brown sugar. And I use 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Anyway, now we've got what's going to be my pizza dough. What I'm going to do next is make my sauce. I don't like canned stuff. I don't own a can. There's not a can in this place. Well, there might be 1 or 2, but I like to make my own stuff. So I'm going to cut about a half of an onion, garlic, and a bunch of tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and make my own sauce. So the next step, I've got garlic. I get the little pre-peeled ones. You can buy them, you know, peel them yourself, but I like to work smart. So then I use cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, whatever these are. They're calling them grape tomatoes. I guess cherry tomatoes are usually more round. So I put a bunch of them in there. However much that is, that's how much I'm going to use. And I might need more. So there's my sauce. So I have 3 pie tins. They're about as old as I am, but that's what I use. These are probably equivalent to what would be a medium-sized pizza at a pizzeria. Now, I use coconut oil, but you can use whatever you like. And I want to grease my pan. Alright, so I have the dough. I break it into about a third, 3 3 pieces.
Are listening to Deep Tracks.
Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like. Okay, so I have 3 medium-sized pizzas ready to be dressed. Now what I do next, especially now since I didn't let it rise, I put it in the oven just like this. By the way, you set the oven, I set mine at 375, but I'm just gonna put these in for a few minutes. Let them dry out a little bit and harden a little bit, then it makes it easier to work with.
That live, too, live in the studio, I believe. Very little Deep Tracks.
Okay, so I've put it in the oven for about 5 minutes. It's not sticking, so I think we're in good shape. It's still a little on the soft side, but it'll be good. So now, to give it a little bit of an Italian flavor, the first thing I do is put olive oil on here. So it looks like I had just the right amount of sauce. A little bit light, but that's all right. Spread it out a little bit. And there we have our meat pizza. So this is the first of the 3, the veggie and meat pizza. The veggie pizza is ready. The meat only pizza is still cooking because I can only do 2 at a time in my oven. But here's my little trusty pizza cutter, and it's time to dig in. You have seen start to finish. I started at 4:30. It's 5:50 right now, and I'm ready to eat. I can tell you it's very tasty. There we go. Try it. You'll like it. Have a good day.